Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review outside in the garden, and not as loud as I normally am, but I've got people out a window over there nosy, and I've got people at the back of me talking, people over there possibly looking, thinking what the hell's he doing, the weirdo. So this is from Lincoln Green. I did a big beer haul from there. They've got some fantastic beers, and this is Tuck. It's a 4.7% porter, and Lincoln Green, it's a Hucknall based brewery, part of the Everards group. I didn't know that until I seen a post the other day from them thanking Everards as being part of their group. So there you go, something you don't know. Now, Tuck, this fella, is, as far as I know, it's out of date. And I drank Buttermuch earlier, and it was out of date in 2019. Now, the funny thing about that was, see the neck of the bottle? I'm trying to look at the neck of the bottle. Yeah, I can't see the neck. But anyway, so I drank some Buttermuch earlier before I went in the hot tub. Hour and a half in the hot tub, I felt slaughtered. Just the, sitting in there, I was cooking. Beautiful aroma. Dark malts, chocolate into coffee. So there we have, near black in colour, white head, slightly off white head to be fair. And this is a brewery, there's a pub less than 2 miles away from me in Daybrook B. Pardon my French. Yeah, anyway, there's a pub less than 2 miles away in Daybrook, and usually when I meet up with my ex-workmates, we go there, we have a laugh, we sample the beers. You can take your dog in, there's dog beer in a pub, and to me, and if they're watching this, I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not creeping, so just so as you know, but you're in there, the staff are great, you can go up to the bar, there's at least 20 different beers to try, and as a beer fan, a genuine beer fan, not just because I review beers, I couldn't care less, I review beers because I'm interested in beers and I like what I do, and above all, it's a crafty way to drink beer with a wife not bollocking me. But anyway, yeah, and the staff are great. There's a fantastic selection of beers. People bring the dogs in, so you're there, you've got a dog next to you, give the dog a stroke, and for mental health issues, just stroking dogs, they sense your issues. My dog, he suffers like me because he is basically a dog version of me, we've had issues under our house. I've talked about this many times before on this channel, and we had air bricks, and I didn't know that there was gaps around the air bricks, and somehow, and this is easy enough because we're never too far away from rats and mice, and if you think you're not, you're grossly mistaken. But anyway, there was a hole in the air brick. Obviously these rats got in. We heard this scratching underneath our house. There'd been some issues in the front room. We had this stuff on the floor. What's this? And we had mice in before, and we sorted that out, killed the mice, and then we had this, and then it disappeared, came back, and then one night the wife's doing her cakes late night, doing some work on cakes about 1 o'clock in the morning, and she says to me, "Am I going mad, or what's this?" And we're there, and we could hear scratching. Oh, for God's sakes, every house has noises, but certain noises, you cannot, you just can't write off. And within the few days, we had unmistakable issues around the kitchen area, And basically, anyway, the rats got into the underneath the house, into the kitchen, and into the dining room, and you know, it's one of the scariest moments of my life. Already dealing with an idiot at work at the time, and yeah, really scary moment. And but anyway, the dog sensed my anxiety, and one night I was in the kitchen, and I went down there, and I was listening out for any issues, and he sat next to me, and even though he's deaf now, he sat next to me the whole time. And it was amazing because he could sense my anxiety. I could not move from the floor. And for 40 minutes I was sat at the floor at 12 o'clock at night. In the end, the wife come down, "What the hell were you doing?" And she broke it, thankfully, because I'd been sat there all night, paralysed with fear. And it's amazing how stuff gets to you. Whew. But anyway, back to the beer. I mean, we've still got issues at the side of the house now. They're not under the house, not in the house. I'm not worried about in the house because I have cemented everything. With that much cement, it'd take a bloody bulldozer to get through. I mean, it's basically solid cement. I hate you added sand with it. I've just gone for cement. But we know the little shits are about, so we put poison down, and they've been taking the poison. So they're taking the poison, that's good. Once they take all the poison of a certain type, then we'll rotate it to another. But I tell you what, talk about getting into your brain. I mean, as a person like me, it was me who could get into other people's brains. As a 20-year-old, I was devastatingly good at winding people up and that. And you get to the stage where that's getting into your brain and you cannot get away from it. So, took a friend of mine, Marie. She loves this. And it's out of date. And I know I paid £1 a bottle for this. I can't see the date on it. And I drank a... Oh, hold on. No, can't see it. I drank some buttermutch, which is their butterscotch beer. And I looked at the date and it had 2019 on, January. Nearly a year and a half out of date. And it tastes gorgeous. So never be afraid of having a gamble at some of this out of date stuff. You know, if it's at a price which is, shall we say, too enticing to turn down, then it's worth trying. You know, you get something for 20-30 pence a bottle that no one else will buy the fucker. Try it. If it's rancid, yeah, you've lost a bit of money, but you know. But if it's not and it's a bit stronger, then you've gained a beer which is stronger in taste. I drank some buttermutch earlier that was obviously a year and a half out of date, and the taste, the immensity of the taste in that, it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It was actually better than the original because it's out of date, because it's been allowed to ferment, because all beers do a little bit of fermentation in the bottle, a bit of secondary fermentation, so they get a bit stronger. And yeah, fantastic. Made my day. Then I went in the hot tub, sat in the hot tub for an hour and a half and nearly cooked like a chicken. Surprised it didn't come out, you know, going... Oh, that is a gorgeous porter. So 4.7% on the label. Bearing in mind, it's out of date. And it's out of date. It's probably gone up. What has it gone up to? There's no way of knowing, but there's no goddamn way that's 4.7% still. I would think it's between, fuck off, wasp. I would think it's anything up to, they're fucking things, aren't they? Piss off. I would think it's anything up to about 6%. And yes, I'm not pissed, but I'm certainly intoxicated. Oh, the strength of that. Oh, that hits the spot massively. And it's great because where I am, I can see everybody around me, and they can probably hear me talking and think, what's that weirdo talking about? But because I'm quiet, you know, it's not so bad. And I'm out in the fresh air. And it's one of the reasons why I love gardening, because you're out in the fresh air. It's not so nice in the winter, let's be fair. Spring, summer and autumn. Spring and autumn, best times of the year. The temperature's not too high. And my dog's just come out to have a look and see what I'm doing. He's had a look and he's walked back in there. Looking after his dad, bless him. But yeah, spring and autumn, best times of the year. Summer, bit hot, you know. When it's too hot, it's shitty to work in, you know, we're being honest. But, yeah. Oh, I mean, this is nice. And if you live near Hucknall and you can get to this brewery, they had a plinth, and I'm talking quite a few bottles of beer that had gone out of date, but at £1 a bottle. £1 a bottle. Especially this stuff's normally £2 to £3 a bottle. You can get it for £1, even if it's out of date. Then that's a good thing. Probably £3 a pint in the pub, so you can understand, you know, why it's a good price. And I do have to educate people on Facebook when there's a place in Nottingham called Adventure Beer. It's a website, and the bloke, what he does, he gets beers from all, like 20 different breweries, as many as that anyway, all in the Nottinghamshire area. And sometimes a bit of Derby, a bit of Leicester, as long as it's not too far out, because obviously quite big areas if you're being truthful about it. And he sells them at reasonably the same price as you'd get them from a brewery. And then someone's on Facebook yawping away, oh, you're robbing the customers, and you're using coronavirus to make money. No, he's not. He's using this situation to help the community, to help those who can't get out, get beers from breweries that they struggle to get to. And you know, pisses me off. You know, I know that any beer from a brewery store, you're looking at £3 upwards a beer. It's as simple as that. You might get a 3 for £5 offer. I did at Titanic, but most beers are priced at £3 and upwards, and it's just the way it is. You know, if you're, give the dog a wave, let him know I'm here. If you're, shall we say, if you're buying from a shop, shops can push the prices of beer down. They'll order a massive amount and get it for a good price. That's why supermarkets can sell it cheap, because they will order something like 100,000 bottles. That's the order. Get it done. Can you get it done? Alright then, we'll buy it off you for that price. We're going to sell it for £1.65. You'll get £1 a bottle probably. £1 a bottles, yeah, for the price, for the amount of effort that goes in to make it for £1 a bottle. It's, you know, margins are really tight. But when it's a normal price of, say, anything up to £3 a bottle to sell it from the brewery itself, bearing in mind you have to pay the government some. So £3 a bottle, the government probably takes £1.50, you're getting probably about £1 out of that. And then you see the economics behind it. And myself, you know, I don't like paying silly money, but I understand where companies come from. Because for me to brew beer from a beer kit, I can brew it for The cheapest beer kits, 25p a pint. Quality beer kits, 40p up to 70p a pint. The top end beer kits, you're looking at £1 a pint, and that's homebrew. So you can see where companies, you know, where they're at. Oh, that is delicious. And it's bloody stronger than that 4.7. There's no way is it 4.7. Not many it's been sat that long. If you can get to them and get some of that, you're not going to be able to order it on the internet at that price. You go to the shop. So if you live near Hucknall and you can get to Lincoln Green Brewery shop, hey, you might get some bargains, you know. So when you go to any brewery shop, it's always worth taking a bit more cash, because they may well be selling stuff that's not theirs, you know, like guest beers and shit. And it's well worth a dabble, you know. I need to come off the beer for a bit. I've had way too much beer. Talking shit again. I mean, you can hear around me, there's people, you know, they're in the gardens, they're enjoying the weather, there's music going, barbecues in the background, some singing over up the road. You know, people are now at the stage where, come on, we need to come out of this, and we need to get a bit strong again. And whether it will happen or not, we don't know. No one knows. You don't know. It's strange. If someone had told you 6 months ago that this was going to happen, you'd have told me you're talking about bollocks. But now you are in the middle of it, this coronavirus. It's the world's changed in front of your eyes, and you know, this has not been felt since the Second World War, and before that the Spanish flu, and before that the First World War, and before that multiple plagues across the centuries that frightened the hell out of people. And in African countries, but Ebola and things like that, you know, that was so ravaging. And to come to the modern world, I mean, you look at viruses and you see them in them sort of countries and you think, yeah, that shit happens there, because they're not as modern as what we are. And now you look at Britain and the world, and you think we're modern, ultra modern societies, and we're getting beat by a virus. Scary times. But anyway, talked too long. Took a gorgeous porter, dark malts, chocolate, coffee, probably more, but I'm too pissed up to know anyway. I'll be honest. Lincoln Green Brewery, what it is, beautiful nose, beautiful taste, great flavour, good strength. I mean, this is an out of date bottle, but even on draft, it's a really good beer. Out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. Lovely. Can't fault it in the slightest. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and see you soon. Cheers. And hopefully I don't come across as too drunk, even if I am. See you soon. Cheers.